Good morning, Rudy here from South African Survival with video number 2. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about a really crucial aspect to survival, wilderness, anytime you're in the outdoors, and that of course is fire. Without fire, really, where would we be as humanity? It's pioneered us in so many ways, and for the outdoorsman, fire is crucial. It allows you to cook your food, it allows you to boil your water. Pretty much every water source in South Africa is contaminated, so you cannot drink water from any river unless of course you go into the Drakensberg and you get quite high up. You still find some good natural springs, but you've always got to be careful. You never know what's died in the water. But so it cooks your food, it boils your water, it warms you up, it gives you protection from animals, it's used for signaling. The smoke, of course, mosquitoes and malaria are such a big danger and such a problem here. So the smoke will help get rid of mosquitoes. Fire is really so important. And what I'm going to show you today is what I use as a guaranteed source of fire. No matter what the weather, doesn't matter. I am guaranteed fire wherever I go because of the simple little gizmo that I've made. It's not a new one, it's not my design, of course, it's an old one. It goes by many names. It's called Shufla. It's called a fire tin, it's called a camp candle, a survival candle. It goes by all these different names, but the names don't really matter, of course. What matters is that you know how to make one, you know the benefits to using it, you know the drawbacks to using it, and it's inexpensive, it's cheap, it costs absolutely nothing to make, lasts a long time. I'm going to show two variations today. The one is just the standard fire tin, and then I'm going to show you another variation of the fire tin, one that has literally saved my life. I use it, I carry it with me everywhere, and well, let's just go ahead. I've taken much of the work out of this in editing as well, so the video is going to be nice, short and sweet, and let's go ahead and see what we can do. Okay, now what I like to use as my survival tin, I've seen people use cans of tuna that have been opened, many different things out there. This is what I like. Sorry about that, I'm just going to get my angles right. Let me actually move this so we don't get that again. And there. This of course is just your regular shoe polish. Make sure it's metal. Some of them new ones nowadays are plastic. This is just an old-fashioned metal shoebox, metal shoe polish tin. And once you've used it, clean it out nicely, give it a good wipe down, get rid of all that excess polish. Now this is what I love to use, and I like to use it because it has a secondary function that I'll show you in just a moment. So once you've got your shoe box, your shoe polish tin, all you really need then is corrugated cardboard, the type that are used for packaging in boxes, and that's inexpensive. That's you have that lying around your house. You're going to take that corrugated cardboard and you're going to cut it into strips, something to save time I have already done. So there you can see, if I can get a, that's not going to work. Come on, camera, come on. Oh, you silly thing. Well, you know what this is. This is just the normal corrugated cardboard, and you want to cut it into strips like this. Now the length of the strip is quite important, because what you're going to do is you are going to roll it and line your tin. Now you don't want it to be completely flush. Like you see, that side's a bit low over there. That's no good really, but on an average it's okay. You want something to stick up. This is going to act as your wick, so you're gonna you need a wick. The wick needs to be exposed, so get your corrugated cardboard, cut it up into strips just a little bit taller than the actual can itself, and then once you got it, you roll it. Let me get my next piece. Put the next piece in, and you just simply keep rolling like that, and you keep rolling until the whole thing is full. Let me just get this for you. And I always like to just turn it back on itself to get it nice and tight. It's a good idea when it gets more like this to roll it up get it in there like that. I think one more piece. Let me just roll this piece up. Open it up on itself, and we've got a little gap in the middle there. Find a bit of piece there and just shove that in. So there you go. That's what you want to do. Get the nice angle. There we go. Wind it up, get it good and tight, and this is stage one. The next part of the making the survival candle is, of course, to make it into a candle, and for that you're going to fill it up with wax. Now, the easy method is to gather all the old wax around your house, use a double boiler technique, get the wax melted, and simply just pour it in. That's fine. Another method that takes a bit longer, but it's a bit of mellow time, allows my mind to space out, is simply to get a candle, light it, hold it up, and let the candle drip in. I'm going to do that very quickly now, off camera, some editing, so that we don't waste your time. Okay, so that's done, and what you're left with is that. Cardboard is fully covered in wax. Top it up all the way to the brim. You can see the exposed bit of cardboard sticking out on the top, on the edge there. This is absolutely perfect. As I said, with the chute box, with the chute polished tin, get a good lid, clamps down, watertight. There is your survival candle. There is your fire tin, whatever name you want to call it. Now I'm going to just show you how this works quickly, and then I'll show you the modification, the slightly different one that I use. I actually use both, but the one I always carry with me is slightly modified to this. Now, I mentioned that I like to use these shoe polish tins. Now, here's why. Shoe polish needs to breathe, and so because of that, all shoe polish tins, I don't know if you can see it on this, but you can see there's that little hole over there, right there. Now, that is a hole right through. It's a tiny little hole, and it's just to allow the fumes from the shoe polish to escape from the tin without the lid popping off. Now, what is absolutely great is, once this is set, even once you've used it and it's dried, it never actually attaches itself to the tin. In fact, some careful maneuvering, here we go, this whole little cartridge, you can see that's at the back what it looks like, this whole little cartridge comes out. And what you're left with is a nice clean tin with a lid with a hole. Now I'm sure you can see exactly where this is going. This is a perfect little tin to make char cloth. In fact, I make all my char cloth using a tin just like this, and I'll probably show you that in a later video. So once you've got your fire, you can just take out your cartridge. If you didn't need to use it in this instance, put some cotton cloth in there, close it up. All the smoke will come out the hole, and you are perfect to go with a char cloth container. So it has its use. It's a multi-purpose, and it just squeeze that back in there. So there's your candle, and there is your char cloth tin. Lid, polish it up, signaling mirror. Really, what more could you want? I'm going to go ahead and light this now and just show you how the flame works, and yeah, let's take it from there.